Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coding Academy. Again, you are welcome to this YouTube channel. As we continue to study about HTML, if you have an interest in HTML, this is the best place to learn about it. So today I'm going to make the tutorial about the lesson 10 that will be talking about HTML container element. What is the importance of HTML container element? How they are very useful, what is the importance, how they can be used, everything that we are going to that I talked about. We are going to learn it very simple, and I will include the past examples on different videos and courses that I have passed. If you are the first one, you are the first person this to check out this channel, don't go without downloading those important files that will help you to learn these videos. So I will put them on each and every video, and you will find the link that allocated. You will find them on the Google Drive. Uh, from the past lesson, there is things that I didn't talk about clearly. When you see some element that I didn't explain, but now I'm going to talk about it. It is only the container, and as we know, the container is just like a box. So you come again on this file. I have already opened it, and you see it is there. And then you create the lesson 10. Lesson 10, you can see .html like that. HTML. Okay. HTML lesson 10. And then we are going to study about the container. So the container are elements in HTML tags that is used to wrap and group the content. They don't always show something special on the page, but they help to organize content for either structure, styling with CSS, and accessibility like screen readers and the search engine optimization or SEO. The most common used element is called the div. It is a generic and no special meaning about it's a generic container, but there is no crucial meaning about that. It's just a box to group the content, and often used with the CSS for layout and styling. So do it. You come here, control shift to get emit abbreviation, and you click enter, you get the base of HTML. So we are now going to start about the div. It's a generic container and no special meaning, just a box to group the content, and it is even used in the CSS for layout and even for styling in a CSS, which is cascading style sheet. You will see how they are used in the everything that I will be explaining. So to create the div, it is a divider in a big meaning. It is divider. You just click div like this, and you see there is nothing changed. You can create the content. You have seen that I used in the past video, the lorem episode. You make it the lorem ipsum. It is the built-in words that is generated inside, and you click the number of the words that you want. I want lorem like this. You click the number of the word that you want, and when you click like this, you see enter. By enter, you see the generated word. Or you can write your word and say, no, you say the item name like this, item name like that, and the control alt p to open it with live server, control plus alt plus p, or you right click like this and come to open it with live server. But you see these three keys that is there is very crucial and useful. And when you put there a p tag p, and you say I want 10 words, you click lorem 10, and you click enter, Control S to save. Physically there's nothing that happened there, but it is just a box to put there something. Another thing that I can talk about is what we call a section. It groups related content into a thematic section that should have header heading, header 1 to header 6 inside. So you can claim a section is very crucial, and within a section you can add a div, or within div you can add a section. You can come here in the section and you create a section. You have it by header 2, and by header 2 you say, or header 3, let's say header 1, like that. It's write a simple word, work hard for level pays, like that. Control S to save, and you can see, and I want simple order that follow it, and I will say my paragraph will be like this, for example, and say Lorem, for example, 13. You can even write 1,000 words and get it, but I will use only 13, like this. Control S to save. You can see something I've changed, and then you come, and either you can add another button like that. Hello, hello bear, like, let's see, like that. Control S to save. You can see the button is also there. And another thing is the article. Article, it represents self-contained content, and it can stand alone. Nothing can be pressed there. It can only stand alone. Example, while we are writing the blog post, news article, forum post, like things like that, and there is no further problem about this. So you come here again and create another box that is called the article. You have seen that it is standalone. It also can be included inside the section and inside the div. It can even be pressed there. There's no further thing to start about it. It is very simple. This is one of the very simple course that you can study, and you can put there, for example, header 6, and say, hello, I am here in Rwanda, like that. And you come here with the p tag and say, I will come to visit Uganda, and then in the next thing coming holidays, and I wish I will see Makerere University, like university, like that. Makerere University, like that. You see the simple 6th further, which is the smallest among other. And you can see nothing ever changed, and they come again to what we call main. The main represents the main content of the page, and it is used on one main per page. There is no two main in the page or three main in the page. It is an element that is called the main, and it is where everything that is inside in the body is pressed. You can see, you can come here and make main here and say, I want header to hello world, like hello world, like that, and get another paragraph and say Lorem, for example 14. Control S to save. You can see there is no even big change, but with age when I will start to make some more assumption about this course, you will see that the difference is in the way they follow each other. So there is another part which is called the header. It is the part that is pressed inside the body, and it is normally pressed at the top of the beginning of the body, and you put their header like this and say I want head 1 to be hello world again, and world again, and you put their p tag that says we shall not surrender, not surrender. Yes, to them that is fighting for the battle of survival, we shall not surrender. You can see also header is another form of the container, and there is a footer. It is the part of the body that is pressed inside. It is the part of the body that is pressed inside, the part of that is pressed inside the body. But when you see, when you put here script element for JavaScript, up the above of that script element, I have talked before in the past video that script element goes on the end part of the body. So by the top of this element of the script, which is for JavaScript, we put there what we call for footer, and it is responsible for that below navigation bar. For example, if I want some more it's me show one of the website that I have built. I come here, let me come here and come inside the combined, and inside this new 33 item that I come here on the web 0, for example. The footer, I'm going to show you the footer. When we say this is inside, this is the header, the top, this is the header. You can see the header contains these navigation bars. You can see automation, forex trading and betting. You can see this part above, which contains this logo. You will find this logo at many places, even on my Instagram, even on my TikTok, Facebook. You will find this logo. When you meet with it, you will know that it is mine. So the footer is this below party, which contains also the other the other simple the other simple navigation. You can even change thing here, and you can go to forex trading here. There's no problem. It is also part of navigation, and within its responsiveness, you can see how it is displayed even on the phone. This part with which is black is what we call the footer, and the footer is pressed below the JavaScript there. It is like TZ here. You can come here and mention it by using different smartphones like this iPad. You see this box will be displayed like this, and you see it is very responsive. And I will talk each and every trick that I use it in the coming time. Don't hesitate, just subscribe. I will notify each and everything that I'll be preparing. So you come again on our reason again here, and when you see inside the footer, it is where we can also put it is the below navigation bar. For example, I want this P with this sign, this copy. You see, this is the simple thing that shows it's simple. This is the codes of some useful thing that is pressed inside the HTML. When you see copy, right, for example 2014, my website size like that, control S to save. And when I finally said saved it, that you see the copy symbol is pressed there. You can put there less than, greater than, everything. Or we can come here and say that I want this to be here, and you just copy this, control C, and you say my website must have an appropriate which is copy, and say by superscript I have said about it, and control V, control S to save. And you can see our copy have gone above. It can be also here, it can be pressed there. And if you want to delete this, you can come higher and delete this, control S to save. You can see something have changed. Our copyright is now above there. You have said something about a subscript and subscript, which presses this copy below instead of going there. So aside, this is the content related to the main content but not part of it. Example, it is for the others, related links, things like that. And when you want to write a side thing, you can come here below the header and use the aside. Also, it is a container element which is a block aside like that, and put there, for example, header 3, and say hello I am here, for example, and press there. You read the link, which can be pressed inside the unordered list there, and say my link for my first link, and say inside a list I put there an anchor which is a link A, and put here, for example, HTML, for example, google.com, and here I will put here run HTML like that. Control S to save, and then you do this, Control C, and then Control V like that. And for example, here you can see, you can say that the CSS basics, it's like that. Control S to save, and you can see no, don't want this. By aside element, you can see we have created the aside element to have the internal list which demonstrate this learn HTML, CSS basics, etc, things like that. So when you put them together, we are going to put them together, and I will show you each and everything together. So we have written there. I will come inside here, and let's say I want to delete these all things inside the body. I will come, you come here and click to this simple list down, that list this drop down thing, and you click like this. When it comes like that, you can do this and delete like that, you see, and you can create another body element. And inside the body, the first thing that you press here, there is a header like this. Inside the header, you put header, when you can say header 1, and say my blog like that. And inside there you can put a navigation with a link. And navigation, it is the element that is responsible for navigating to the website, and I have shown you, I have displayed to you how navigation works inside the header. And you put there navigation with a link saying, for example, homepage. Let's say this will be home, like this. Let's do this home dot c, and you put here articles, and when you put here another thing, let's say that we want here to press here the contacts, like that. Control S to save, and you can see they are in line A elements. So there is another type of that we call avoid element. The avoid element, it is the element that doesn't have this end part of the tag, and it have only one tag, which is, for example, if I want the image, I write only image, and there is no other part which is called the, for example, I click Control Z, I came here like this, and I say, for example, I want to put here slash image slash, for example, image, the image like that. You see, image must have alternative text element, has no title attribute, and this is a very very crucial problem. This image only have only thing, nothing to add there, just to write it the way it is. So let us finish here, and inside there I will put there the header like that, and there is no other problem. Yes, you can see inside the header for navigation you have home, articles, and contacts. So header, and the thing that continues here, you cannot add two mains in the same page. You only put one main. When you finally written header, you put the main as the following thing, and inside the header you can put there's the section, and inside the section, for example, I want header 2. Inside the section I want header 2, and say this header 2 section. Inside there, for example, I want the latest posts, for example, and I put there an article that no, don't want area, article like that, and put there header 3, let's say Lorem 4, and put there a simple p tag which contain Lorem, like let's say 20, like that. Control S to save, and you can see it is happening like that inside the main. And you can put many things as you want. As you will go from article, you can put there a side element. Come here, you put also a div element. You can come inside the section and put there a div, and you may name it, for example, header to hello, like that, and you put another piece saying Lorem, example 12. Control S to save. You can put another aside part, and say header 3, say about me. After that, you can take another paragraph and say Lorem which is for only the words that is pressed there for using in VS Code Studio. You can even put the button inside the side and say, hello, I am here. If this video seems to be being quick, try to reduce its speed using the control that is pressed on the YouTube on this video. So when you finally Control S to save, you can see everything inside the main, and we must have only one main, you can see, and below the main, that is where we put an element that is called the footer, you can see, and the P, for example, you can put there header 2 and say hello. No, let's just center this part. There is another element part of HTML element which is called the center, which centers everything that is pressed inside the browser. And say, for example, P Coding Academy 2025 Uganda, with the copyright superscript, as you have seen, superscript like that, and say this thing now like this, copy, and you come, you can say, let's say comp like that, Control S to save, and you can see something has with C comp, and you can say I want copy like that, Control S to save, and you see the copy is pressed there, and it is in the center. So below the footer there is another simple element that is pressed there, which is called the script, that is used for JavaScript only. You come here and put here the source. If you created JavaScript, you put here the file, and you can say, for example, listening. Inside this listening, for example, 5, indicate this. If it is JavaScript, you can put it there, but we don't have a JavaScript inside there. You can come here and create reason10.js like that. And if you want to connect that JavaScript with this, you come here and say reason what, reason 10 like that, reason 10 JS, Control S, and if you want to add something on JS, you can come and put it there or below or up and say alert hello world on our browser, hello world, like that. Control S to save, and you can see something happened. Yes, that is the hierarchy, or the short form on which you can use to write every element being followed by each other without the problem. Don't hesitate, this is very crucial part in learning HTML. So thank you for following this video. It is for master, and now we are going, I will create, if I am remaining with too many courses, I'm remaining with only 2 or 3, and I will be talking about the other few things that you need to know about HTML, and I hope you'll be doing well with the lesson. So go and check the past videos and follow each and everything. Don't hesitate, this is for you. Know the hierarchy of the element. Thank you. Don't forget to like and share, as well as subscribe, as you recommend this course to too many people, you are just helping us, and even it is win-win. We win, you win, and we keep winning each other. Thank you.